Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be doing something different than usual. I'm going to do a tutorial video on this melon farm right here. So, whoops, on this melon farm right here. So, before I show you all the stuff that you need, I'm going to show you what you get. So, there's two different versions. If you have all of the observer blocks or just one. Observer blocks aren't that expensive, but you do need access. So if you just have one observer block, this is for 3 hours and 20 minutes of AFKing. It's not actually 3 hours and 20 minutes. Oh yeah, and you can also use pumpkin stocks here. It's the same exact thing. Because the melons are pumpkin based. So basically after 3 hours and 20 minutes of AFK time, which is basically 2 minutes with the time sped up by 100. So this is with just one observer block that triggers all of it. And then this is all the observer blocks. So you can see the difference. Also, there's a smaller version, but I will not recommend it. So this only has one thing, and within 3 hours and 20 minutes you get 10 melons or 7 pumpkins. That isn't quite right, because it's not quite right. But basically you have like a hop minecart. So yeah, let's get right into building. So these are all the items that you need. You can pause. Well, you don't really need these stone bricks. You just basically need some building blocks, some solid blocks. There's everything that you need. I'll just take the shulker blocks with me. Let's go build it. Why don't we just build it right here? Clear. Take everything from in. Alright. And you're also going to need water. So that's one other thing that you need. So this is like that one over there was a 7 long. And I don't have Optifine because it's not an Optifine for 1.12.2. So here we have a row of 7 long water. So then we're going to use our building blocks and we're going to cover it up. Just like this. And then right here will be where all the melon seeds are. You also want a hoe. So, yeah. So this will be where all the melon seeds are, but we don't need that quite yet. So I built this in survival, and this is the items that you need. Well, I built it on like a server, like a skyblock server. So basically, once you have this, this is where the stalks go, and then this is where they'll grow, and then this is where you place your observers, just like that. So as we use the items, I'll just get rid of them like this. And instead of using a lever, you should actually use a redstone block, because it'll be underneath the water where you're going to use it. So yeah. So after that, oh gosh, just accidentally deleted my redstone. So after that, you're going to want to wire all of these together, and then basically grab your redstone repeater, one out, and then one out, and you'll set this to 2 ticks. Now this part right here is to make sure that, because this observer block will detect the piston coming down. So this is to make sure that it doesn't go on an infinite loop like that. So this is where you're going to need your sticky pistons. So you have your redstone going all the way down. It doesn't matter which one. I You have to put it on the end one because you need 2 of these. So you have the one with 2 ticks going into this block right here with a redstone torch on the other side. And then you have a sticky piston that is supposed to be out. Then you put a solid block right there. And then you can wire up. So then this is where all of your redstone will come from. So now I'm going to do that. Just like that, and then I'll dig down. And then now I need to place all of the pistons. All the pistons, okay. Let me just grab grass for a second. Okay. So now we have all of our pistons placed. We're going to leave this here. Just going to destroy this one right here. And now we can use the rest of our redstone. To do this, you're going to need exactly 19. So, and then you're going to put it right there. And boom, boom. Just like that. You can fill that in. Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to do it later anyway. And up, and then across all of these blocks. And that's all the redstone that you're going to use. Just the normal redstone. So we've used 2 of these repeaters. 1 of the torches. Okay. Now to underneath. So how did I approach it? Okay, to the side. Alright, oh yeah, you go down side. Oh, probably not right. So basically, right down here, you're going to want to have tracks going underneath all of the places where the plants can be. So there's, so all of that. So we'll count, so this is 8, and we're just going to leave this block here. And basically, we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we want to clear all of this out. So now we're going to want to place down our rails. So we just do that. Have it coming down here. And here is where we're going to actually have a chest. Right there. And then a hopper going into it. Okay. So now that we have that, we will stick one of our powered rails on top of that. Just do that. And then we'll put our redstone block right here. That's where the water is. But that's where we're putting it. And we'll stick a couple of powered rails. And make sure you do the front first, otherwise the front will connect to the back for the rails. So that's all of our powered rails. Boom. So now we have that. So now right here, we're going to want to put our comparator. Now this doesn't really work on servers. It like lags a lot. So, well, it does work. It's just that most of the time it won't drop off. But when it does drop off, it drops all of them off. So that's good. So this is just like a normal drop off system for the minecart with hopper. So basically you have this comparator telling if there's something in the hopper. And then you have that right there. Go down farther. Repeater going straight that way. Block here. Torch. Block. And that's all that you need. You can just fill this in. So again, let's look at it. So, comparator. coming out of the hopper, going into this block. So when this is on, it'll turn off the torch, which means that this one's going to be off. Because the torch is powering this block, which is powering this. Which is powering this block, which is powering this. So, just like that. And then, so we're done with this, and this, and this. Then we can stick the minecart. You usually want to stick the minecart on one of the powered rails. And then I cover it up, because otherwise sometimes it just doesn't work. And then you can hold the ground right here, and then plant your melon. Usually to get it started, you should bone meal it, so that it can start producing, so that it can start growing the melons immediately. So this works with pumpkins the same, it's just that you place pumpkins right here instead. So then I surround this all with blocks, so that, and you can see that it starts getting hydrated. I surround it with blocks so that none get lost. Usually just 3 high. Yeah, I've only been doing 3 high. So, and like this. And then you can just look here, you can like, I actually did put a door here. I'm not sure how I built it over there, but it doesn't matter, all these corner blocks. So I actually did put a door right here, so I could get in and change from pumpkin to melon. So I guess I did put it there. So then, if we go into /game mode 3 and /game rule random tick speed, and we set this to 300. Then we come in here. And it should start growing. Well, I don't think all of them are fully bone meals. Game mode. Oh wait, there one growed. It grew. Yeah, there. Oh, it must not work when you're in game mode. So look, the minecart stopped. The minecart just stopped. And then it's coming around. So basically this is 100 times. So now if we set it to /game rule random tick speed, 3 is the normal. So this is the normal speed that it will go. It like goes, oh gosh. It like does one every like 10 to 30 minutes. Is the time it takes for one of these to grow. So a pretty long time, but if we go back over here, in 3 hours and 20 minutes, we got a bunch of melons. It's like overnight, if you're AFK fishing or something, like if you have an AFK fish farm like I have over here, that I'll be posting a tutorial on later. This is my own design. Like this I got online for the piston thing. And I got how to stop the minecart from Impulse SD. But otherwise the farm is, I just decided to do it like this. So yep, that's a automatic melon farm. It's a good way to get food. Basically all this requires is some redstone, some blocks, and a few pieces of nether quartz. And then, yeah. Okay, thanks for watching this tutorial. It's probably going to be like one of my shortest videos. Anyway, bye!